Well, hello. It's Greg Bell from Ray White Surfers Paradise, and I've got great pleasure in having the opportunity to interview Ray White's #1 salesperson and our #1 salesperson here at Surfers. Michael's been with our company for 26 years, a remarkable achievement. Michael's climbed the ladder from an agency at Nerang into Surfers, low-rise apartments, right through now to commercial. Michael's been awarded #1 residential sales throughout the whole entire group on numerous occasions, and now is #1 commercial agent throughout the whole entire Ray White commercial network. Michael is an absolute champion and one of the nicest persons that have ever been in both Andrew and my lives. Great supporter, loyalty beyond understanding, and Michael, just wanted to say thank you for 26 great years, but more importantly...
That was a big wrap.
It wasn't bad, but you deserved it. I just wanted to really highlight some of the successes and your journey for that 26 years. So tell me, when you were at Nerang, you decided you wanted to make a transition into a bigger marketplace.
I did. I started at Nerang like anyone, I was like 23 years of age back then, and you don't know where you're going to go and what you're going to do and what, how life's going to pan out. You just get into something and try it and see what happens. And so I got in the real estate at POD at Nerang at the time, and I enjoyed it. And but somebody told me about auctions back then, and I went and looked at some auctions that your company, Ray White Surfers Paradise, was handling at the time. And there was lots of bidding going on and lots of things selling, and it was quite exciting. And especially as a young man, you sort of think, well, this is, I've got to get amongst some of this. And hence coming into your office and asking yourself at the time, for a job. And so in 1993, sort of late 1993, I started with you guys and transitioned from working, I guess, more. And Nerang was a bit more rural back then than what it is obviously now. To come and work in Surfers Paradise.
Yeah, a gutsy move, and one that's paid handsomely. Tell me, coming into low-rise and then the journey into apartment sales, what was the time frame in that?
Look, I think I guess the position I was offered was selling the, we referred to it back then as low-rise, like the 3-story walk-up type of apartments. And this is back in 93, 94, 95, prices were different. So your main marketplace was Chevron Island and what was then known as Willems Street, but is now Peninsula Drive, and some of the other beachside, the side streets between the highway and the beach where they had a lot of the 3-story walk-ups. And again, that was exciting. I think obviously, as an owner of a 3-story walk-up apartment, you deserve the same attention to detail as you do if you've got a multi-million-dollar property, because it's just as important to you. But we started doing that, and I think there was good guidance from Ray White Surfers Paradise, and also Ray White as a corporate company, in terms of good training and good guidance as to how to do things properly and the right way. And I think that helped immensely in getting some listings in the low rise and selling some properties and having some auctions and having a little bit of success. And maybe some of that back then was, maybe more sometimes good luck than good management, but we got through it okay.
And then you progressed into housing. What was that?
Yeah, that's sort of the low-rise apartments and a bit more high-rise and a bit of high-rise in Main Beach. But, like anyone, you want to progress and get, I guess, a bit better and sell some of the bigger stuff. And I think that's, it's a bit of drive and it's probably a bit of ego and a bunch of other things. But, I think you have to push forward if you want to get a bit better and make your business a bit better. So we kind of pushed into Paradise Waters, which was sort of late 1999, around there somewhere, 2000, and all the transitions, whether it was POD in Nerang or low-rise, everything is hard work. I put endless hours, and it was the same in Paradise Waters. Put in endless hours, trying to get listings, trying to be known in the area, and I think there was a lot of hard work. And your skill level gets better because, I did go to training a lot at the corporate office or within our own office just to get better and to get a better understanding of what, how to do things, properly. And then I think there was probably a few sprinkles of good luck because the market between sort of 2001 and 2007, boomed, across the world, but it boomed quite strongly on the Gold Coast, obviously. So there was a few very, very kind, years in there. Paradise Waters was probably my main upmarket residential business, and it has been quite nice to me. And I still think to this very day it is an amazingly terrific suburb, location and lifestyle-wise, very difficult to beat.
Yeah, and you dominated that market big time.
It was very kind to me, Greg. I know a few people said you dominated the market, but I think I just did my best, and I guess people, didn't mind dealing with me. I just don't want to get a big head and say I've dominated something,
No, but Michael, you are very, very service orientated, and you combine that with the skills that you have in the auction arena. That's why you've been a success.
I think it's important. It's important for a client when they employ an agent to sell, their house or their commercial asset now. And they'd like to get the best result out there, and they'd like to know that they're dealing with an honest, reliable, straightforward, decent real estate agent. And you try and do your best to always be that person, regardless of whether you're doing it, work related or on a private life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.